Welcome in, everyone. It is another Friday football frenzy. A lot of teams are trying to either clinch conference championships tonight or stay within striking distance of the top, and they have their eye on the playoffs as well. Fairfield Indians, Ken, were a good example of the latter.
Yes, they were. Fairfield came into this night, homecoming night at Coleraine, 2 games behind the Cardinals in the GMC, and Coleraine is very good on just about any night. And there is no rougher runner in the Tri-State than Coleraine's Manalo Coldwell. 4 plays after that was this: Deontay Smith, the sophomore quarterback, running it home on the keeper. And the Cardinals were up 14-0. And the Coleraine faithful loving it on homecoming night, loving it even more when Coleraine went on to beat Fairfield tonight. The final in this game, 28-0.
Balaban Field all lit up. The St. X Bombers scored first against Indiana's #1 rated team, Warren Central. Kevin Rookwood with a field goal. Warren Central had a few tricks up its sleeve. Here on a 4th and long, lined up to punt, but 5 guys retreated to the sidelines. Another 5 ran to take their place. 1 guy fell down in the process, and while everybody was getting a good chuckle, the Warriors surprised the Bombers with a long first down pass. A few plays later, a more conventional method. Warriors get the lead on a quarterback keeper. St. X is missing a lot of starters due to injury. They give it a good shot. This pass is tipped, then caught by Andrew Whitrock inside the 5-yard line. Bombers were a dud, though, in the red zone in the first half, yet they came back. It looked like they might win this game, but a late penalty was costly. St. X loses 19-18.
Too many men on the field. The last play of the game gave Warren Central the boost.
Wow.
East side, all abuzz. Anderson against Turpin. The unbeaten Turpin team jumped out on a run by Lucas Smith, but here comes Anderson. Jay Vopenheim, the long pass to Gatlin Temple. And this made it a 7-6 ball game, but Turpin had an answer for that and a lot more tonight. Turpin was protecting an unbeaten record, and by the pale moonlight, the Spartans were at it again. Here's Smith with a toss to Will Hausfeld, and it's Turpin that gets the tables turned tonight. And the prime seats at Graders on Cherry Grove out there on Beachmont Avenue. Yeah, 38-21 was the final. Now, there's always great competition when Highlands and Covington Catholic meet on the football field, but the Bluebirds have ruled the roost for the last several seasons. But tonight,
a different story. Yeah. The Colonels with the bus ride over to Fort Thomas tonight. Here's Grant Murray. He goes some 80 yards for a Highlands touchdown, but this was in the 3rd quarter. And all it did was close the gap. Covington Catholic had a healthy lead at that point in the game, 35-20. Well, the Colonels had a big first half, and they weren't about to let it get away. Grant Dyer pushes into the end zone from 4 yards away. That extends the lead for the Colonels once again. Luke Ross added a touchdown for the Bluebirds in the 3rd quarter, but it was not nearly enough for Highlands tonight. The Colonels win for the 6th time this season, and big, 63-26 tonight.
Headline: Mount Healthy is for real, and the Owls and their fans know it. Tonight against Northwest, this is the Knights' Gregory Jackson, the sophomore wide receiver Isaiah Lovelace, and this sets the Knights up in business. For just a couple of plays later, Northwest senior quarterback Brandon Shelton runs it in, and despite dealing with the high snap, the Knights got the drop on the Owls 7-0. But here comes Mount Healthy. On the ensuing kickoff, watch Darrell Williams take that kick and take off 75 yards. Almost made it into the end zone. But 1 play later, it was Michael Crawford who ties this game at 7 on the keeper. And Mount Healthy was dialed in after all of that. Crawford is going to find the end zone here. And Mount Healthy remains unbeaten with a 48-14 win. The Owls are now 8-0.
Wow, they're doing well.
Okay, coming up, we're going back to the Commonwealth for 2 of the bigger games on this Friday night.
Okay, and we're also going to go to the pit in Price Hill, where the Elder Panthers were on the ropes tonight against Winton Woods.